anytime you want.
This is Candis,
and you're listening
to
how to use
Thinking
everything. So these are for people.
You guys ready to get started, or you need a few more minutes? Ready? So my name is Candis, and today Shadon Health Services has decided to come in and bring me in to tell you guys what's different about us. Everyone knows that there's a home health company showing up on the market every day. So I could go into detail about our mission statement, which is to provide exceptional, compassionate care. That's on the website. I can go into the licenses that we hold. That's on the website. Have a nice printout here with all that information. What I really came to share with you is how we train our employees. Because how we train our employees is gearing up to how we take care of our patients. And in this climate, we're heading into 2020, the year of clarity, crystal clear vision. We want to make sure that Shadon Health Services is starting to rank up in the top 10 of best places to work. We have found out that if our employees are satisfied and beyond that, fulfilled, have a sense of purpose, they will perform what? Better. Excellent. That goes into our mission of providing excellent, got it? Compassionate care. Here's the pen. So, at Shadon Health Services, first of all, my name is Candis, and I am the RN Chief Performing Officer. So my number one job is to make sure that our employees are empowered and they feel confident, because a confident employee produces immediate, measurable results. So when we have a new hire, they come and they sit down with me. And the first thing I do before I tell them about how long Shadon Health has been in service, 5 years, before I tell them about what is expected of them, before I expect them to line up under our mission statement and provide exceptional, compassionate care, I'm going to empower them with information about the most important person to them, themselves. I'm going to give them confidence by revealing themselves to themselves. I noticed on the website there's scriptures, so I'm going to feel free to bring one into what I'm talking about today. And a man without purpose perishes for the lack of knowledge. So what we do is we give our employees, our new hires, what's called a name report. So what that does is it outlines their characteristics. It outlines their attributes, what they're greatest at, but also we have to address their weaknesses. We're most interested in their weaknesses because we want to make them strong in their weakness. We want to empower them in their weakness so that in this changing climate of healthcare, it goes from needing to just simply satisfy the needs of the customers to, which is the client, of course, to also being able to talk to doctors and interact with our community. So we like to empower our employees with that confidence that's going to put them in the best position to represent themselves as the face of Shadon Healthcare. So in that new hire orientation, we give them a report about themselves and we go over their strengths and their weaknesses. I also train them where they are and outline a program to enhance their skill level over the next 6 months. So our employees are excited when they come on board. We empower them with information that allows them to play not the role that Shadon Health Services wants them to play, but an authentic role of being themselves. When I was asked to come and give this presentation today, I didn't have to think about what I was going to say because I'm standing in the position of a person who has received their name report and seen what it's done to my productivity. I see how confident I am when I stand before people and explain to them what it is that we're providing. So by giving our employees purpose, we send them out into the community empowered to make a difference. So when the patient comes along that has varying needs, when the patient comes along that is labeled difficult and has this week they want to be seen this time, this week is the same amount of hours, but maybe they need someone to come a little earlier, I know in my mind which employee is best for that job. Because I've sat down with them and went over their name report with them. I've sat down and went over when they were born, and I know who's built for change. I know who needs more structure, and if I ask them to do something, it may throw them off. So we start with our responsibility of knowing our employees. Therefore, when we send them out into the community, they're ready for whatever comes next because they're standing in their own position. We understand that the clients have a lot of say, and word of mouth travels. So if we consistently dedicate ourselves to providing excellent, top-notch, best, confident, trustworthy care, we don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing. Because we're standing on what we plan to do, which is empower the community by empowering our employees, which extends on that training, extends to our client base. Any questions so far? No? Good job. So, not only do we give them their name report, which breaks down, like I said, their attributes, their weaknesses, their strengths. So one thing I know about myself is I like change. I like to do different things. So some people, that may cause you to suffer because you can go to a job that requires you to be there 8 to 5, and you're sitting there unfulfilled, therefore your productivity is what? Subpar. And the management really doesn't know how to necessarily deal with you because they deal with you as they deal with everybody else. But I'm different, like everyone else is. We all have unique needs. So, along with the name report, we give them what's called a life optimization circle, a life optimization chart. And the point of this, like the point of any marketing, like the point of any TV programming, it's in the word. It's to reprogram and get us in the role of being ourselves. So we're going to use my numbers as an example. And we're really just going to talk about the relationship quadrant. That's where we focus first with our employees. So in my relationship quadrant, based on the breakdown of my name, Candis Patrice Johnson, and my birthday, July 5th, 1984.
Were you?
Yes. So I am a 9. And there's that 5. That 5 represents change. It's dynamic. So I don't have to guess with my employees. I know what these numbers represent. So when they show up before me and I'm having a consultation with my orientee and we're talking, more so moving into a model of a coaching. Do you understand? Instead of just an administrator or an RN supervisor, we're coaching, we're empowering. So when we sit down and we talk about who they are, if I would sit down and I was talking to this person who was, if it wasn't me and it was Candis, I immediately know that this person requires change. I know I can call on this person to come, go with me to present. I know this person would be empowered by it, and I know when they went back to work, they would feel like they're on a different level because I am using their skill set to promote them, to make them feel better about themselves, and it also works for our company because we have a bunch of empowered, confident people who are ready to perform at the highest level. So the 4, I know represents a hard worker. This person is dependable. I'm dependable. Okay? This person is a foundation that we can build on. This person can step up and become a leader within the environment. This person can be someone, a resource for our other employees who are coming on board. Okay? And the 9 in the middle, which 5 plus 4 makes 9, I know that this person, at their base, they're a humanitarian. I know they really want to help people. I know they care. So all I did was sit down with the employee and talk about them. Who is not interested in hearing more about themselves? That's what we're interested in. And honestly, in order to go to the next level of having employees that are not distracted, employees that are focused on the task, we have to invest in them. So this is how Shadon Health Services, one of the ways we're setting ourselves apart. So I understand and I know that Pruitt Healthcare cares about the community. You guys haven't scaled to the level that you are at without caring about the community. So how is this going to impact the community? How is this going to impact the bottom line? Again, we're sending out confident, prepared, ready for the changing needs of our clients. What's really going to stand out and come to the forefront as we move into 2020 is people who can listen, people who can communicate effectively, people who are innovative. I think that lines up with what you guys are doing here. Initiation. It's very hard in the social media climate to expect our employees who maybe, the CNAs and the caretakers, what are they making, about $12, $13, sometimes $9, $10? It's very hard to keep them motivated when the price of everything else is going up. So this is our way of giving purpose. We're giving more value and instilling in this person purpose for themselves, which lines up with our mission. It's simple, but it's effective. I've done this for myself, and this is what I've brought as the Chief Performing Officer, an RN myself, to Shadon Health Services. Any questions? So I don't want to keep you guys long. No. I don't want to keep you guys long, but I thought it was important to talk to you guys about what we do differently. Because like I said, as we move into 2020, it's in the name, the year 2020 is going to require crystal clear visions. And that's what we think we have here at Shadon Health Services. Because we're only concerned about the patient. And if the patient is not satisfied, but elated. I like the customers, the clients to call in and let us know not just what we can improve upon, but getting those calls to let you know, I really like who you sent here to take care of mom. I'm really impressed with their customer service. And the only way to get that done, the only way to make people care is to show them first that you care about them. And that concludes our little talk. Thank you. So who we have here is Azuka. He's the CEO, MBA in business, okay? And also our RN administrator. She's been a nurse for almost 16 years at Grady. So she is over our clinical. So whereas I'm sitting down with them and addressing them from a place of getting them geared up and prepared for the changing needs of our community of clients, she is also responsible for making sure that their skills are where they need to be.
This is Candis,
and you're listening
to
thinkingiseverything.com.